Now to let everyone know we exist. I had the title wrong. Oh no, I thought I was blasting a whole other series. I was like, oh shoot, no. Things you read on. Eventually, there we go. Case. Anything back. Call them names. That sort of thing. Well, they'll call me names. There we go.
Watching for that stream to pop up.
Hang on. Yep. Hello, everyone. I'm AD Springer, also known as Corbidian, and this is the Electric Metropolis video game tour. And today we are playing another episode of Fabula Ultima, the castle that would pierce the horizon, using the Fabula Ultima RPG system, made by Need Games. And last we left off, our heroic group had managed to fight their way through a city, and up to a ruined wizard tower after a failed ritual by the wizard, not them. And they were able to fight the corrupted spirit that was atop it, and were able to bring down the corrupted wizard. However, in its final moments, the creature transformed and morphed into exact shadow duplicates of our heroes. Pick up right from...
Oh, exciting.
Here's a question. Is this a new conflict, or is this a continuation of the old conflict?
Continuation of the old one.
Okay, that's good, because then I don't have to like shapeshift again unless I want to.
This is the second stage of the same boss. Because when they hit Crisis, they made the clones.
Okay, hang on. I'm also going to adjust my boys.
Good for me, rough for you. Sorry about that, Dempsey. Oh, I guess your thing is every game session, not every scene, huh?
Oh, yeah. My thing is every game session.
Oh, well, you're good then.
Yeah, like at the end of the session, I roll a die to see how much they get back.
But having extremely long fights is actually somewhat to your benefit. So, the wizard, the Archwizard Thalios, the elfin Archwizard Thalios lies on the ground, and a shadow clone of each of you stands atop the ruined tower. The turn goes to you first.
Oh boy, we need to discuss immediately. What do we want to do? I'm just gonna let you guys know. I learned that spell for the clone thing that the boss was doing right when it did it last time, if you recall, which means my shadow copy can do it too.
Yeah, I think for who to take out, tactically, I'd say Aether and more. Realistically, Seven's gonna try to shoot her clone. There can only be one.
So if we do, we want to focus on doing attacks? Or
I'm fairly sure this is not a social encounter. We can't invite them to a tea party.
I mean, yes, correct.
Do they have Corbinian? Do they each have a beard and goatee, mustache and goatee? Tamu?
They
Just
have
checking.
wisps of shadowy, purplish, bright blue, sort of wispy energy, and they seem somewhat see-through,
Gotcha.
and they are matching your
Um,
movements.
You guys mind if I do my whole thing?
I don't mind at all, but I don't know how much of an advantage it'll actually give us.
Well, it's the thing where I get to do a free attack, someone gets to do a free attack, and then someone else gets to go.
I guess that could be helpful. What do you guys think?
Probably best if we front load our action economy. I say watching the GM.
I agree.
Yeah, okay.
I shall start, I think.
I'm just going to say, if my Aether goes next, it's going to summon 3 more, and each of them will get a turn. So you might want to let me go first and summon mine.
It could.
Well, so my thing, it's I have to do my whole thing, and then you get to go.
Okay. Well, if you want to do that, let's do it.
Is there anyone we want me to focus on first?
Probably the enemy Aether.
I was gonna say more ether.
Yeah,
think
more or Aether.
Lucius can move up turns. More can heal.
That's true too. We take more out to lose the healer.
Yeah, more is very important.
Do you hear that? You're VIP.
Yep. Well, I mean, the healer always gets focus fired, right?
Uh-huh.
That's pretty normal. So,
Lucius just sort of looks at himself. He says, "Oh, no. I don't want to ruin such a pretty face." And he sort of dashes backwards, looks around, and goes, sorry about this. And he's going to do a Queen's Gambit. I may make a free attack, treating my high roll as 0. Ha 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 ha! I'm going to spend a Fabula.
does a 10 hit more, Duncan, though? Like, your physical's pretty low,
Wait,
right?
did I rolled a 3.
Oh, you rolled a 3. Sorry, I saw the wrong
Yeah.
number.
I rolled a 3.
And actually, my physical is higher than my magic, if memory serves.
Oh, okay.
Ah, cool.
Good dex.
Actually, no. Never mind. I misremembered.
To what trait there?
Actually, no. You know what? I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna hold my Fabula, which is fine. I have other things I can use it on later, and it's not like it's a particularly powerful attack anyway. At the next result, I immediately get to use my charging cavalry. I spend 10 MP. Cool. And who do we want to attack? No. Who would like to make an attack?
Oh, me.
You guess what? I spend 10 MP. You get to make a free attack with a weapon that you have equipped.
Well, that's my hand, so they can turn it into any weapon I want them to be.
Yep.
So, I can basically transform my hand into like a gun or an arrow or whatever and shoot her from across the field.
Cool.
And that's a regular attack with 0 for the high roll. Is that right?
Yes, but you do get a +3 to hit.
Okay. Cool.
Who are you attacking again, Aether?
Looks like more Duncan. That's what everybody wants me to focus on.
Okay.
Okay. So I get an extra +3 to hit, you said?
Yep, because that's how charging cavalry works.
Wow, that gives me a +6 on this one.
Yep.
Uh, 11 hit you?
More Duncan?
More? Does an 11 get your physical?
Sorry. Yes,
Okay,
I wasn't
And
sure who you were talking to. My bad.
that's fine. You said the high roll is treated as a 0?
Yep, so that's only
Okay, so
12
it's
damage.
12 physical damage to the more clone.
But because I just used charging cavalry, that activates my crushing chariot. I can choose another player character that can hear me that hasn't taken a turn during this round. Aether, you may immediately take your turn after mine. Oh,
Okay.
that was very brilliant, Aether. Please do that again.
Mm-hmm.
I have something more I want to do instead. I expend 30 magic points and I cast Clones of Light.
The clones of light shall plague you.
Yes. So let me, why are my numbers not showing up? Probably 'cause I have dark on. Oh, all my numbers are missing from my token. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong token. Duh. Oh, yeah, because you made the clones for me. So sorry. It threw me off. Let me spend my 30. That'll leave me with 16. Okay. But of course, that's my turn. But now, after the enemy goes, we'll have 3 more Aethers who can each do normal attacks. Whatever I can do. I'm done.
All right. The enemy Lucis Aventus approaches more Duncan with their Shadow Vibius and Obrinius in tow. He performs the same attack Lucius Aventus did.
Oh no.
Sort of saw this coming.
So could you roll your attack for me? That'd be a little faster. You know your.
Oh
your
yeah,
faster.
Sure.
It's all your bonuses and stuff. So.
Huh?
I'll have mine ready for you, sir.
7. Oh, here's a question. I have slow on me. Does he also have slow on him?
He seems to.
Okay, then he gets a +1 to that. Because he would also have the effects of the Lance of Weakness. Or no, I'm sorry, it's not a plus to it's not a bonus to hit, it's a bonus to damage.
Right.
Well, if 7 doesn't hit her physical, I don't.
But don't worry. Spend an Ultima point. The Umber Occultist is a master of shadow manipulation. So he tries again.
Make the attack again, or are you re-rolling dice?
Re-rolling dice.
Okay. Which ones do you want me to re-roll?
The entire Lance of Weakness attack?
The D8.
Just the D8? Cool.
Yeah. 6 is good.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Well, it's still +0.
Yeah, so that will end up being 9 physical damage. Because 8 physical plus the 1 damage for the status effect.
9 damage to you there, more Duncan.
Ouch.
Ouchie.
And then, in cruel and almost silent and garbled mimicry, the shadow makes motions, much like Lucius Aventus did, points at the Shadow Aether. The Shadow Aether is over, looks somewhat conflicted, and then forms a bow and arrow from its arm and fires at more Duncan.
God.
Okay, let me make that
Oh,
attack
no.
for you. The same bonus, right?
Yep.
Okay. I have to adjust the skill for that slightly before I make the attack. Oh, that's definitely a hit.
For God's sake.
But it's a +0, so it's only 12 damage.
Yes, that's true.
12 physical to more Duncan.
I'm sorry, more Duncan.
Also out.
My combo is really good.
That's okay. Fortunately, my health was above max due to my super healing from last session, so
Yep.
I am not in crisis yet.
Mm-hmm.
And then it creates, it makes the Shadow Lucius makes more gestures. The Shadow Aether summons clones of light.
Clones of Light shall plague you.
Shadow clones of light, which is really hard to wrap your head around.
Yeah. Mirror Lucius will have had to spend 10 mind points in order to pull that stunt.
Yeah, for some reason he can. Weird.
And of course, Shadow Aether spent 30, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Turn goes to you because that was the beginning and end of your guys' turns.
Oh, I can see how this battle's gonna go.
Oh, God.
Whatever we do, they're just gonna follow it. So we have to pay attention to our own guys.
Who do we want to go next?
Either Zevin or yourself there more.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or my 3 copies.
That's true. The copies. One of the copies.
They can interject in the middle of any of those.
Ooh.
Yeah. Who do you guys want to go?
Quickly coin flip.
That works, or I could do an alchemy bomb.
Ooh, yeah, that might be a good play because there are a lot of opponents on the field.
Well, if you do that, they will too.
Yes,
Which is fine.
Yeah, but the thing is, with alchemy bombs, the effect that they get will be possibly different.
Sure. Who knows what we'll get? That sounds cool. Oh, right. They may not get the same effect we get. That could come out in our favor. Or it could come out wildly against us. That's definitely a wild card. I like it.
And I feel like it's a wild card we should probably pull now.
Yeah.
Alright. Let me double
risk,
check
big
my
reward.
inventory points cost.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do the 4 IP ones so that I can do this twice more. Well, sorry, this and once more. Because I am somewhat depleted on inventory from last session.
Yep.
Same here.
So yes. 3d20.
Oh.
Is that a good roll?
Possibly.
I think you can do
So
every.
we got a 16 there. And you can use the 20 on any of these? Dang, that's good.
7.
Ooh.
I want to see what 7 does.
7 shoots. Oh,
Okay.
deals fire damage.
Every enemy can take 20 fire damage.
What level are we? 17?
17, yeah.
So.
And I don't think we level up until 20.
Okay.
I thought we were 18. When I gave myself my level today, it took me to 18.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, we're 18
I have not leveled them. The effect doesn't matter. The effect doesn't change though.
Okay.
So 20 fire damage, you say?
Yes.
So the shadow clones pop because they take any damage, they poof. Hold on. Alright, instant speed. Oof. Calm down. Huge plume of smoke coming away from my incense burner. I was like, you okay over there? So Shadow Aether takes 20 fire. Shadow 7 takes fire. Shadow Avantis takes 20 fire. Shadow Duncan doesn't seem as affected by the fires, everyone. Almost like she's resistant to the attack.
You're resistant to the shit your own clone does.
Yeah, that's clever. We have to mix and match our targets. If we pick on our own, it'd just be a disadvantage to us. I get it.
As I said, I really cannot see myself punching such a handsome face.
Why do you have to say things like that, man?
The Shadow Duncan reaches into its bag and starts pulling things together.
Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
Yep.
Here's
Well, we
hoping
knew
they
this.
don't get such a good roll.
Uh-oh. 12 and 10.
That's
Pretty similar.
Oh, all it can do is inflict status effects on all of us.
Oh, better.
pretty bad.
Or do something to or give everyone give everyone on their side mind points.
Oh,
That may or may not be a good thing.
Like, honestly, I think in the grand scheme of things that could have been much worse.
Could have been a group heal.
Yeah, at least it
That
wasn't
effects in this game really sucks, though.
Oh yeah, without a doubt, but still, like that could have been much worse.
That's true.
It mixes things together and throws a jar into the air, which shatters, and then magical energy flows into all of the enemies as they all heal.
Oh, you're doing the mind point thing?
Recover 30 hit points.
Oh! Ah, gross.
My turn.
Goes to Zevin Demeril or one of the clones.
Rune, any opinion? Or shall I go?
No, go right ahead. Whatever you want to do.
Zevin might waste her
Let's get the
turn.
last.
May I flip a dice, DM? Because my character is Angie.
Go for it.
No, how dare you steal her face? No, she's not. She's not doing the right thing. That's an odd number. She's going to open fire on her clone.
Okay. It's pure rage. Bang.
What do I have that's good? Nope, I'm just gonna shoot.
Or just doing a single shot, not any of your other stuff.
Blam.
13 hit yourself?
Yes.
Ow. Blast into your shadow replica, your shadow self, returns the favor.
Oh. Could we tell if she did less damage? Sorry to ask. Curious.
Oh, it would be, she seems resistant to the damage.
Thank you. Sorry for the interruption. Please continue.
Kidding, it's fine.
Could you roll your magic cannon for me again? Because it has the same bonus as you do. And penalties. 8 hit you.
Nope. I have 9.
Well,
Gonna make you re-roll it.
it's gonna re-roll it because it's a master of shadow manipulation.
Funny.
Oh, spend those Ultima.
That's good. It means we'll level up
Oops,
again.
That reminds me. I really be keeping reports on back of the...
Wait, I got something for this.
Oh yeah, you're about to suffer doubles. Oh no.
Is that considered a critical success or no?
Oh yeah.
It is. Darn. Okay. I had something in my back pocket for that scenario, but if it's a crit, then I cannot.
Oh.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I take it R7 is not resistant to the damage then?
No.
15 Earth. Oof. I hope you were also still overhealed.
I am.
Yay.
Seven, in case you haven't noticed, attacking your own duplicate is a bad idea.
Peace.
Your magic cannon is destroyed in the shot.
Ooh.
However, you notice hers explodes as well. Like the minute yours crumples and something that you'd have to spend time fixing, you notice the shadow one doesn't break the same way as yours does. It just kind of spirals out of existence.
Okay.
All bad guys have gone that could go, therefore the shadow clones go.
Yep. I take it the group wants me to take out the enemy more Duncan before she turns the tables on us.
Please do.
That would be wise.
Okay. Then I'm going to have all three Aethers make attack rolls against poor more Duncan. Let me get to the correct page and roll those. For funsies though, they're each using a different kind of weapon.
Yeah.
Like one's sticking her with a spear, one's made a sword, and one's shooting with a gun or whatever, so they don't crowd each other too much.
And it also makes it harder to figure out which one's the real you.
Right.
Yeah, because they're all doing something different.
Okay,
Hey.
so there's a 19 damage hit. Oof.
Ooh.
Second one. Oh, 20 points, and that more Duncan is poisoned. Because I have the feature, which whenever I deal damage with either a physical attack or a spell and deal 20 or more damage to it, then I can poison the target. Let me
That
make
more
sure that
Duncan
works the way I think it does.
vanishes.
Okay, that one's out. All right. I just want to make sure that works the way I think it
Oh,
does.
you
real
still have
fast.
one more attack.
No, I don't have that on, actually. No, I do have it. Pathogenesis. Oh, that's with timorous spells only, so it's not with an attack. Sorry for my misconfusion. Okay, the last attack will go to the enemy 7. Does a 12 hit you, 7?
That big.
Will sorry, 12 to hit.
Okay,
yeah.
then the clone 7 takes 19 physical. And that will be the end of the good guy's turn.
Good guys acted last. Bad guys act first.
Yep.
Shadow Ether creates clones of light.
Yep.
You had enough magic? Okay.
Oh, actually. You don't, therefore it doesn't.
Oh.
So it will
That's
attack
my spell?
7.
Ah.
Basic attack.
Gotcha.
I was trying to think how it could mimic you. It's like, well, it can't mimic you because
Right.
you wouldn't be able to do this, so it can't do
I'll
that.
just make a normal attack for you then?
Yes, please.
Okay. Does an 11 hit you, 7?
Yes.
Okay, it's only 17 damage.
Only 17. Only 17.
Sorry. I mean, I didn't roll high or anything, so...
Goes to friendlies.
I'm below crisis.
Oh, Devin's in crisis.
Uh-oh. That means...
I will note at this point, Zevin, both the Allied Zevin and Shadow Zevin look the same now. They both look light blue and shady. For allies, you can't target. You don't know who you're targeting as an ally anymore. Zevin, you know who your clone is. Your allies don't know which one's the real you now.
Interesting. I have an idea then. How about, unless somebody has something pressing they would like to do, can one of us, or can Seven actually identify the enemy and tell us, or will they both just
They'll
point
both
at
point
each
to
other
each
and
other.
go, "That's the fake"?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh
So
no!
we can't tell.
Which one do I shoot?
Right. Okay. Yeah. What do you guys want to do? We could do your wombo combo and take out the other Aether.
Yeah, it's kind of what I'm thinking. My thought is to do Aether and then give more Duncan a turn.
Okay.
So Lucius is gonna run up to Aether, and
This Aether is currently transformed like I am, correct?
That's right.
Okay. Then just so you know, her physical defense is 16 and her magic defense is currently where's it at again?
Oh, so she's flying right now, isn't she?
She is indeed flying right now.
oh, then
She's
yeah,
flying. Her magic defense is a 13 and her insight is a D12 instead of a D10.
You know what? I like this more anyway. I like this as because the bad Lucius is going up against more Duncan anyway, right?
It seems to, yeah.
Okay, yep. Lucius is going to rush in, right past more Duncan and clash spear and shield against his mirror clone. Oh no, you don't. Get away from the nice lady. And he is going to go in with his classic Queen's Gambit. I don't particularly care about doing a ton of damage with this. It's Oh, and what was the other effect that you said I had on me? Oh no, we didn't. You didn't do the enraged thing. You did healing. Never mind. Hey, 13.
13 hits you?
Yep. That's 8 physical, which I presume gets reduced.
8 physical, which is reduced, correct.
Yep.
Oh, you're hitting your own shadow clone?
Yep.
Okay.
And knowing like even though he can't tell which one is which, Lucius just calls out and says, "You know, on second thought, 7, just shoot it."
And
So 7, you get a pre-attack.
Okay.
But that tells us which one's which, right?
So the fake one is the one that shoots.
Wait, what?
What?
You don't know which one's real.
oh, you flipped a coin. Can he flip a coin?
Oh, there's no coin flip. He doesn't know. And the illusion currently, because you both look similar, defers to the shadow. You'd have to spend time studying which one's the real one.
Yeah.
You just kind
the
of
clone
guessed.
of light spells the same way.
Yep.
If you just attack the
Oh.
4 of us randomly, you automatically get one of the clones.
Yep.
So,
I see.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. My apologies. Could I just do that on like Aether then?
You can, yeah. Because you would realize, you would have a moment of, wait, hold on. I don't know who to shout that at, and you have no idea that the spell... You have an idea
you
that the spell
certainly
is
could.
weird.
You certainly could. I have a funny thing in my back pocket if they try to do anything.
Well, I'm just currently like 1-to-1 against this Vantis. It says, 3 on 3, 4 on 3. I'm not quite liking these odds. Aether, a hand if you would.
Okay. In that case, let's see. Aether's decision. Do I know if any of my allies are resistant to any particular elemental effects? Like, are you guys resistant to anything that I need to be aware of?
I think any of us.
Because I can do bolt damage, I can do dark damage, and I can do fire damage.
Probably
Fire damage only hits one target. I don't have enough magic points to hit more than one target anyway, currently.
Actually, you might want to hit Aether, the mirror Aether, because it's flying.
But the mirror Aether will have resistance to everything that I do.
That's right. Yep. So yeah.
So that's the last one I want to attack.
Yeah. Let's just take a Ventus.
Okay. In that case,
I have no special resistances or anything.
actually, I'm thinking taking out the enemy more. Oh, the enemy more Duncan's out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess taking out the enemy. Actually, I have a question for the DM. If Aether takes her turn studying, can she then pass on the knowledge to everyone else?
Yeah, because you'd be able to. That's you going. Which one's the real one? Aha!
So
it's that one.
So it's not
okay.
your,
Then I'm gonna
No,
go ahead and
please.
take my turn.
No, it's not your turn. It's not your turn yet. It's,
Okay.
This is my.
This is the free action. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the
this
free
is my,
action
hey,
attack will
take
be
a
an attack against the enemy.
Free attack, yeah.
Yeah. This
So
is your
sorry.
this is your take a free attack.
And you said I get a +6 to hit with it. Okay.
+3, but then
Well, I have
whatever you
+3
have.
normally.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Okay.
13
That
gets
hits-
you.
Yeah. That would
Okay,
hit
then
me.
it's 12 physical, since it's +0.
12 physical. Got it.
But yeah, if you give me the turn as well, I will use it to study the enemy, and then I'll still have 3 attacks to make later. So that's not a bad option.
Yeah, and now you can take your turn.
Okay. I will study the 2 7s and try to pick out which one is which. Is that is that going to be a, what do you call it?
Insight.
Insight? Okay, yeah. Would I get any bonus for my familiarity with the real 7?
They
With
look.
my bonds.
They look so identical.
Okay. I was just hoping my bonds might help. Oh, a 19 though.
Well, to put it another way, not that you'll need it, but to put it another way, mechanically, the bond would come into effect by spending to it. That would
Gotcha.
be
Gotcha.
that'd be your bond being like, well, no, I don't just know them, I know them.
Understood.
Um,
Yeah, so I know which one's real and which one's false now?
Yep.
Okay. Then
one
I will
looks far
call
more
out.
solid than the other.
All right, well, I'm going to have the real me fly over to the real Devon. 7, sorry.
As what to say.
Which is over here, I guess. Is that correct? And guard her. Not literally taking the guard action, obviously, but I fly next to her and say, "This is the real one, everybody. Don't hurt her." And that's my turn.
The enemy Lucius attacks the friendly Lucius.
Cool.
Queen's Gambit.
Awesome. Oh, right. You need me to roll.
Yes, please.
Sorry.
Yes, we're using our own rules against ourselves. Easy session for you today,
Yeah.
as far as dealing with the dice goes.
That is 8, which will not hit me.
Try that again.
I assume you just want me to roll the D8 again.
The low one.
Yeah, the 6 is good.
Yeah, better than average.
Don't help him.
That's a 9, which is still not enough.
spin again. I dare you.
You wouldn't be able to do that, so I wouldn't be able to do it.
Okay.
Well, no, you can spend multiple Fabula. Yeah, so yeah, you'll do it again.
Okay. 5 plus 6, that's 11, which I think is just enough. Let me make sure though.
Yeah, if it meets
Yes,
it, it
that is-
hits it.
Yeah, it's just enough to hit me. Okay.
Narratively,
only
what's
8
happening
points.
as it's swinging at you, you notice that there's one swing, and then it turns into and then you see a shadow clone of a second swing, and then a third shadow clone coming at you and then the other two vanish until the third shot actually, knowing that it's going to hit you, it lets that one go through.
Ooh, wait. Oh, it rerolled. No. It's the shadow of Vibius and Umbrinius
Yeah.
parrying me,
Wow.
and then the shadow Lucius comes in for the actual strike. I like that.
So he tags you for just 8, I
9.
believe, yeah.
9
9,
because
right.
of the lance.
And then that Queen's Gambit goes to Shadow Aether. Shadow Aether, then
Got each one of us?
attacks.
Dang.
Well, your free attack was somebody, wasn't it? Who was it again?
My free attack was against
Shadow Lucius?
Yeah, Shadow Lucius.
Yeah, it's a Shadow Aether kind of wheels around and attacks your Aether. Basic attack for
attacks
you,
me?
Aether. Yep.
Cool.
What
Okay,
kind
I'll
of
attack myself.
Range or melee?
We're both flying, so I would assume it doesn't matter. Does it
No, it
matter to
does.
you?
Well,
Doesn't matter
7
to
Like,
me.
I would assume she'll shoot.
All right. Well, I got something that's fun.
Okay, well, she's going to try to shoot myself. And there's no plus in this, though, right? It's just a regular attack?
It's the same
Okay.
plus as if a Queen's Gambit was being fired.
I can't remember if that gave a plus or not.
It gives a plus 3.
Okay, so it's
That
13
hits.
to hit will not hit me.
Huh.
You going to make me re-roll one of the dice? I got a...
So you attacked yourself last time? I thought you attacked
That's what
Lucius.
the last roll is, an attack against myself. That's what you said, right?
No, hold on.
Huh.
Calm down.
Okay.
The last thing you did, this is what matters. The last thing you did when you attacked was attack the Shadow Lucius, right?
Correct.
That's what it's doing. It's attacking your Lucius. It's copying
Okay.
what you're doing.
Okay.
Then a 13 to hit.
And it's doing that with the sword. Okay. Yeah.
It's shooting you, whatever.
Is it?
Well, I mean, it can shoot, it can fire an arrow, it can do whatever it wants.
Yeah.
What did you do last turn?
Well, get the answer from Corbinian because it sounds like it matters to Oranon.
I think you shot just based on the narrative and where you were position-wise. So I assume you shot and then it shooting, because to you it wouldn't matter either way, right? You would attack whatever the more interesting.
Since
way
I
to
was
do it.
wheeling in to protect someone after I studied them, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I was shooting, so he would be too.
Yep.
Okay, then a 13 to hit for 12 damage.
Okay, that will hit me. Oranon, do you want to do your thing?
I spend 13 mind points, and Zevin will wheel around and fire indiscriminately up into the air.
Oh, with crossfire.
Yep.
Nice.
And you do have a second firearm to be firing with, so.
Yeah. I'm glad that worked out.
My inventory points are basically spent, so my mind points are free.
And then it gets to take its turn now.
Oh, when do we resolve the crossfire, though? How does that work?
It already
I
happened.
just nullify it.
Yeah, just
Oh, you
spend
nullify
points.
the attack. Very cool. Okay.
Yeah, spend
Nice.
points, get nullified.
You
It
didn't get hurt.
won't bother steadying. So it will default to last thing it did because you didn't attack anybody. Well, actually no. The closest thing it will do, it will actually use its turn to do the guard action for the other 7.
No.
They'll actually do a full guard action instead.
That's cool. That's smart.
And it points, although here's the thing that's funny, it kind of, you pointing out the right one kind of helps point out even more because your shadow goes over and makes mimicry gestures and noises that you make, but it's not like, it's obviously garbled and pointing at the other one.
That's funny.
Whereas the two Zevons sound similar now. They both have somewhat ghostly but understandable voices.
Okay. That's very cool. Okay.
Goes to good guys.
Who do we have left? Confused.
I think everyone on our side still has to go.
Clones, More Duncan, and Zevon. Because your Aether is active.
Right. Yep. Clones, More Duncan, and 7 can still act.
Would More Duncan maybe like to do another alchemy thing while there's still a bunch of opponents on the field?
Moore's currently BRB.
Okay.
All right, that's my turn. I could play this safe or I could play this dangerous, because I have an extra fun little thing in my pocket and I should probably use it before I drop dead.
Go ahead.
Let's have it.
Emergency item. Additional action on my turn must be inventory. I have 3 IP left.
Oh,
Whoa.
fun.
Okay.
So I can either choose to heal myself, or I can choose to pull out a gun. Or I can choose to clear everyone's status effects, but I don't think that really matters right now.
Plus, I think it would mirror onto the opponents as well.
Yeah, whatever you do, the enemy will do too, yeah.
Honestly, I think healing yourself might be a good call.
Yeah, we don't want you to drop.
Alright, I have alchemy. I also have just standard healing. Should I risk it?
Oh,
You can do the alchemy first and then heal if you have to, since you get 2 actions.
Oh, although with the alchemy...
Alchemy costs 3 IP. So that
Oh,
will
I
be
see.
a free
In
action.
other words, if you do the one, you can't do the other.
Let me confirm something with the alchemy, because I think, at the bare minimum, I think you can heal yourself with alchemy no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, I think you can...
There's guaranteed damage and guaranteed healing.
Yeah,
You can always do poison. You can always do HP.
healing.
It's just a matter of what your target is. That's the
All right.
that scares you.
All in.
Okay. My fingers crossed for you.
Ooh.
Got that 19, baby.
What's the 9?
Only enemy effects. Yeah. Either... Yeah, I am. Yep. I have to do poison.
So you can hit someone with poison.
I can hit every enemy with poison. Unfortunately, I have no beneficial effects in this round.
Hmm. Yeah.
Well,
All
the
right.
enemy's copy, so the worst that can happen is that you get poisoned, but you won't take damage this turn as long as nobody attacks you.
So every enemy takes 30 poison, is that right?
20.
Is
zero,
it the
20.
poison conditioned or poison damage?
Poison damage.
Ah, I misunderstood. So sorry.
The Shadow 7 vanishes.
Yes.
Oh,
Seven.
does it, actually. All right, I just...
Oh, because halved.
Resist it.
No, that's enough. No, it still vanishes.
Better.
20 puts you to here. What's your crisis number there, Vantus?
Me? Hold on.
Holding on.
My crisis number is 26.
Oof. Yours vanishes. Shadow Ether takes some damage, but is still there. Oh, the Shadow others go away.
Cool.
Oh boy.
Hey, that was a good play, 7.
Very good play.
Yeah. 7
Oh, we've got left the Shadow Aethers. Okay.
7 digs into her little pouch of ammo and pulls out the last handful she has. She loads it. Click, bam, click, bam, click, bam. 3 shots immediately right between the eyes. and then click. Uh-oh.
And it's probably like cartridges where you don't even have to. It doesn't matter if you hit them anywhere in particular. It's a canister that explodes and gives off a poison poof that does damage.
Right.
7, you look like you enjoyed that a little too much.
You look like she enjoyed it just the right amount to me.
Turn goes. The enemy Aether
Oh,
has already
wait.
acted.
It still has an.
I still have an action.
Oh.
This is my emergency action move.
Yep.
Oh.
she'll have a
Inventory
second
only.
action.
I still have my standard action, which I will use to guard.
Okay.
Very nice. And that lasts until you go again, so that could last the whole next turn.
Yep.
Goes to either Morduncan or one of the friendly Aether clones.
Has more Duncan returned?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Well, all that's left is an Aether.
Who do we want to act?
Go ahead if you've got something you want to do more, because all I can do is have my 3 clones attack the enemy Aether once each, and that's all they do. Like, they can't get complex choices, they just make normal attacks. I mean, they get a more complex attack than most because they can do whatever I can do, but that's it.
So, which shadow clones are still up?
All 3. But they're mine. They're good guys. The only
No.
enemy is one normal Aether.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because 7 did an alchemy bomb that took out the enemy 7 and Lucius.
Perfect.
Alright, in that case, I am gonna do something that I don't normally do. But this is a perfect time to do it. I will spend 10 mana points to use Lux.
Hey.
And probably miss. Oh well.
Well, you have anything to spend those 5 Fabula on?
Actually, yeah, good idea.
And you
I
can
was
re-roll the
thinking
one of
I
the
actually
D8s.
have Fabula. I will re-roll the D8 that was 1.
Through what trait?
I will use my theme of ambition. Defeating this encounter will help bring glory to my name.
True.
I will spend another Fabula. Because 3 is not gonna do it, I don't think.
Actually, I don't. Is it possible? Is it even possible for you to hit Aether?
It's possible. She has a 13 magic defense, and you're rolling 2d8, so it's possible. You'd have
to re-roll both in order to
You'd
do it.
probably have to re-roll both your dice to have a good chance.
I'll re-roll both then. 10. Okay. I will spend 1 more Fabula and re-roll the one that got a 2.
Yep. Oh.
Haha! Finally.
Well, it's still only 11.
Yeah.
Ah, damn. Okay. I'll spend another one. I'm going through so many of these.
That'll do it.
There you go.
That'll do it. That's
Finally.
Just enough to hit her.
Yeah, I'm suffering from some stat effects, is why I'm only rolling 2d8 right now.
Okay. I'm going to let the DM know something that may piss you guys off, but were you hitting her with a gun or with a spell?
Spell.
Okay. Whatever element damage you're dealing, Shadow Aether can spend 10 mind points and become resistant to it.
Oh.
Afterwards. Like, she still takes full damage from this hit. But
She does not
Gotcha.
use your defensive ability because you haven't done it.
okay, just checking. No
That
problem.
would have
Don't worry
sucked if that would. Yeah, if there is a combination where that could have happened though.
Right. Okay, well, I guess it doesn't happen. No worries.
Ooh.
What's your damage then? The high roll plus 8 plus 15, 23 damage.
Yes.
23 light
Okay.
damage.
Nice.
Barrage of blinding soul rays baff into Shadow Aether.
Thanks for that clarification.
And now all the Shadow Aethers get to go.
Well, you'd think so, but
Oh.
We win. Okay. Phew.
Yeah.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Well, this may not be over. I'm worried. Let's find out.
Phase 3. Everybody give it up for phase 3.
3-phase boss. Here we go.
the
It would be classic JRPG stuff.
the energies dissipate about the tower. The energies drain away from the downed body of the Archmage Thalios. The various shadows are beaten back by the guards and heroes that have taken hold to defend Grimwatch. And you witness from atop this tower the city of Grimwatch victorious despite such an alarming and sudden attack, and without their Archmage to save them. Many people look up to the tower. They can't really see what's going on up here because this battle's happened. You guys basically have to climb the rubble of a tower, jumping from floor to floor, flying as need be. But yeah, Grimwatch is saved, although Thalios has not seen long for the world.
Yeah, I was actually going to do something about that if I may.
What do you try to do?
I would like to whip out a healing potion from my inventory, one of those heal everything ones that give you everything back for 6 points, and pour it down his throat before he's gone. Like, it'll spend all my inventory points, but it should, like, heal him completely.
As you give him the rather potent elixir, the flush of life comes back to him, and he his eyes open as he slowly sits up off the ground. As he gets full HP, full MP, so he's as fresh as if he slept for a week.
Oh. I'm so glad I made it in time. Are you all right, Thalios?
The quill, and he looks at the quill, which is stuck point down into the top of the tower, into the floor. And he just kind of stares at it, and he stands. Doesn't reach to grab at it or anything. It would seem that the sorceress predicted my attempt to use the quill to prophesize her doom, and laid a trap across the magical firmament. I think it's best I don't try that again. The amount of damage that this has wrought is... He looks around. Gonna take a long time to rebuild. I thank you all for stopping me, saving Grimwatch from its doom.
Will you be able to rebuild?
This is
Sorry, go
not the
ahead.
first time that we have suffered greatly. It is merely the first time that it is by my own foolish ritual failure. I have not stepped into a trap that large for centuries.
And looks up for where she was jumping and the spotter duplicate was. Oh,
I'm checking
Hey!
on 7 and more, of course, but yes.
just want to
Especially
say,
You may take the quill back if you still wish for it. I'm not going to use it again. I don't dare.
We will need it for our continuing quest, even if we don't use it ourselves.
here, put it in here. I'll put it in here.
He points to where it is on the ground. He literally left it where he dropped it when he was attacked.
Just want to say, told you so.
What did she say?
I told you so.
Oh, yeah. So
Little
rude.
shit.
Terrible. What a little goblin. All right.
She's out of line, but she's right.
Yeah. I'm definitely checking over more Duncan and making sure she's not overly bleeding or anything horrible.
I'm good.
That was most impressive, Duncan. I didn't know you could do that. You're full of surprises.
It's a new ability.
I honestly want to say I think we all did something new and something useful in that particular battle. It was exciting, but we came together, and I'm proud of all of us. I'm proud that you count me among your number. I have a little tear in my eye. Thank you for being here to help us, because I could have never done this alone.
No problem.
Are you okay?
I think I broke something. Ugh. Whoa.
Do you?
Up here.
I'll finally shapeshift back into normal form and turn off all these little icons on me, and I'll go support you, Seven, if you want someone to lean on. And I'm shorter than you, so that's actually useful.
I will instruct the guard in town that I will be paying for your reimbursement of your inventory you likely went through most thoroughly, and you will have free board for the day on top of the tokens of reward you already received.
Much appreciated.
Thanks, boss. Just gonna go pick up the little pieces of a broken drone. It's like, how busted is it?
Busted enough, you're gonna need a whole camp action to put them back together again.
Well, we'll have plenty of time to do that this evening.
He's of the good life. I will miss you forever. Support Drone Mark III. Version
Not
17.
Droney.
Version 17. God.
John looks at everyone teary. Give me all the memorial service.
I will call out from where I'm supporting Seven. I was really afraid that we weren't going to be able to get to you in time. I'm glad I kept this elixir in my back pocket to bring you back with Thalios. I'm sorry we had to strike you down, but we had no choice.
It was wise of you to do so. I would have been rejuvenating the creature, the spirit, during the fighting, among other things, so better to strike me down then and risk my death than to risk defeat.
Has it been completely vanquished, or is it once again in the quill?
It resides within the quill. I don't know if we vanquished it or not.
I believe it has been vanquished since the quill was not used to reseal it once more. Quill is the quill now. The sorceress has robbed us of your sentry, the Umbra Cultus. And she will surely know that you are here, and will likely make your quests to seek out other Whispering Ruins far more difficult. Before, she knew you as mere travelers. Now she knows you as enemies, or allies to her enemies.
Oh, well, that's wonderful.
Is that sarcasm I detect? I mean, I'm not very versed in it, but I think that was sarcasm.
Yes, it was.
Damn it. Well, I still think, I'm glad we were here and that we had returned to town. And had not yet left when this happened. I mean, imagine if you had waited a few days to cast your ritual after we had left.
I had hoped in casting the ritual I would be able to seal the fate of the sorceress, such that it would make your travels far easier and my battles with her in the days and months to come far easier. I just grossly underestimated how much she knew about the quill.
I think we need to consider that she is a more dangerous foe than perhaps you were prepared for.
Hmm.
And you've been preparing for a long time, so you already considered her quite dangerous. I guess she may be on the level of Dr. Doom instead of Kang. If I could meta speak for a second.
What do I say?
Well,
Thank you for the offer of the free room and board and the recovery of our supplies. It's highly appreciated, Thalios. I understand the town's going to be expending its own resources rebuilding after this anyway for all the repairs.
he nods. Well, shall I teleport you back to the ground, or do you want to climb back down the ruin?
I'll take a look over the edge and my nose will twitch and I'll take the teleport.
Waves his hand and all teleport back to the ground and into the city once more. Yeah.
I'd like to lean over to Seven and say, I think you hurt his pride.
Presumably it's at some point, are there any guards approaching?
They're more concerned with helping the injured, people trapped under rubble, that sort of thing. They don't see you guys as enemies.
Okay. Well, Lucius is going to approach one of them and say, just make sure this gets to the relevant authorities. Thalios has survived.
He nods and immediately turns to inform other guards what's happened. And the word quickly spreads throughout, and there's an almost invisible and imminent relief that's shown in every face that hears it, for it is as if you told them the sun still rises. Or there was a fair amount of despair that people were trying to not think about in the middle of the battle because the tower blew up. So It's like, oh, he's alive. That's good. Nice to know we were wrong about what happened. I mean,
I
they
don't
were
remember
right,
what time of day this happened at. May I inquire what time of day it is roughly?
It's like midday.
That's
Then
what I
again,
thought.
it is the Darkland, so it's always overcast and shadowy,
Sure.
but it's midday.
But we have hours before we'd want to do anything like lie down and sleep or anything. So I'm actually not that injured. I'm going to spend the next so many hours before we go to our inn to rest, and I'm going to help rescue people for the next so many hours.
I will also help rescue.
Lucius,
I get involved with search and rescue efforts.
Yeah, Lucius will coordinate with town guards. Because that's what he does best. He coordinates.
Yep.
And I will use up all of my mind points on another new spell that I got with my most recent level.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Helping people who are seriously injured.
Does that still do that overheal thing?
No,
Yes.
that's just potion. Isn't that just potions?
Oh yeah, you're right. It is potions.
Okay, so it won't overheal, which it won't help me, but very cool.
Yeah.
Good for everyone else in the party.
Well, that and I'm also helping anyone who is injured, like civilians and such.
Between the four of you, you each get rewarded either by people, well-to-do people themselves, adventurers, or even the guard. You each gain 450 zenith in various thank yous and little gifts and things like that as you go around helping, because you four are far more capable at helping people than the guards are, because you are far more well traveled. You fought a lot more. You fought exotic things like this yourselves a lot, even in the past while traveling through the Darklands. You've learned a lot about how demon magic works and how they're and you fought them yourself just recently. So, and you have unique abilities and skills that they don't have.
Right.
Cool. That actually reminds me of a dumb question. Did the enemy boss, before he disappeared and created all our copies, drop any loot? Or did the copies drop loot?
He did. The Umbra Quill.
Oh, right. Okay.
That wasn't the loot.
But I mean, we had that before, so that's a bummer, but we just get it back at least.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yep.
Okay, fair
Yeah,
enough.
losing to him would have meant losing the Quill, which would have been and Grimwatch. So
Yeah, that would have been pretty bad.
I will take it.
Considering when we started this fight, we all thought we were facing the end of Grimwatch. I'm really glad we saved everyone. So that's good.
Yeah.
Because I remember like 2 sessions ago when this was all starting, we're like, oh shit, we're about to lose this city, aren't we?
Yeah. When that tower blew up, that's what I thought. I was like, oh no, this city is about to not become a city anymore.
Yeah, I thought Thalios was like already gone. I thought he was X's in the eyes and everything. I thought we were too late for him. So I'm glad we got this good outcome instead. Phew. But yeah, okay, good. We'll spend a number of hours helping people, all of us, and then we'll retire to our inn to recover and rest and all that, I guess. Did anybody have anything exciting or specific they wanted to do?
Well,
Other than that?
Don't forget, at some point we do need to turn in our markers.
Yeah, we'll probably do that the next day. I think the city's kind of in crisis mode still
We
right
have other
now.
things to do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. Just
Yeah, same.
all right. Well, you have time to take your camp actions as you're able to take rest. And a reminder: all your inventory is filled for free. Because that's
Okay.
another part of the reward for helping save Grimwatch. They help replenish what you used. That's the least they can do. And they can afford it, frankly. They're a major city. And the leader of the town said so. It's like, yeah, sure. Well, you want some extra potion bottles and stuff? Yeah, we can spare that. We didn't have to use them now, now that you saved us.
Now, when we use the camp in order to recover, we have to use a tent. Is that right?
No.
no, because we're in an inn.
Oh, okay. We're in an inn, so that gets done for us.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
And because we are resting in a city, I get to refresh my trade points.
Hey, disaster relief is good for business?
Oh, those are 3s.
Yeah.
Oh, geez,
better.
Yes.
that just reminded me. I have another ability that I need to activate because we are helping people. Where is it? This one. I'm
Oh, nice.
guessing by helping the people who were injured, we were improving quality of life.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, so you get because you get like a certain amount of trade points just for trading, and now you're getting an extra one because you're
Extra 2.
an extra 2 because you're that nice.
Yeah.
Like I'm not just doing business. I'm also, well respected by the community, and people are giving me extra stuff. Like, you know what? Have this on the house. We want a merchant like you going around doing things. Yeah. Each of you choose your camp activity.
All right, let me find that camp activity page again.
I'd like to move first since I already know what I'm doing.
Go for it.
Yeah.
7 will use Camp Torch to repair a damaged item owned by the group.
You gonna repair your little buddy?
Well, she's going to host a tearful memorial service in the train. But you guys
Lucius
can take your camp. You guys can take your camp actions first if you'd like.
Lucius looks at Abrinius and just goes, "She serious?" Meanwhile, Vibius is like full on sobbing at the funeral.
Did we have the camp action page pinned anywhere so we can find it quickly, or not really?
I don't think we do.
No,
No.
yeah, no.
Kept changing. It's playtest, so it keeps updating.
Yeah, I got it.
Where's
got
the
the
most
page.
recent place?
I can
place
screen. Sorry. I'll screen snip the latest one.
That'd be helpful.
Go. And the next page is here. Keep her waiting. There you are.
Thank you.
There it is.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to daydream again. It's the most useful thing for me since I usually open up combat transforming for a third of my health.
Mm.
So getting that halved is always a really good, smart choice, you know? So after we get back, I spend my camp activity staring up at the stars and daydreaming and looking at all the damage to the city and imagining how beautiful it'll be when they get everything repaired again. It'll be better than it was before. In my imagination.
As you peer into the stars, you do see that the sky's becoming far more familiar. And that fills you with a mild dread that you haven't felt, but you don't have a clear memory of when you felt this dread last time.
Moore is going to take advantage of the sleep soundly. Camp action.
So for one of the few times you've taken a full camp action, you're like, no, I'm not doing any work. I'm not doing any fixing or tinkering or nothing. I'm going to bed.
I am tired.
You know how much
I'm
climbing
out of
and
mind
running?
points.
Very good.
Which book is the camp activities in anyway? The main book?
I think they're in the natural fantasy book.
Natural fantasy book.
They're gonna be, yeah.
I see. So they're in the playtest packet right now.
Yeah,
Got
because that's going to be a function
got
of natural fantasy. I don't think
Thank
it's going to be a thing in techno. I think techno fantasy's out now as of current broadcast. One of the books are out now. I forget which one. Other than the high fantasy, because that's been out since
honestly,
it started.
I think Lucius is also going to sleep soundly.
Okay.
That's always useful.
Not a bad idea.
We're just gonna hit the sack.
Sleep soundly. What's that one do again? Hold on.
We get a free equipment hinder or inventory action.
Yeah, that is pretty good.
Yeah.
I still have a pep talk from you that I haven't used.
That
Although-
poofs now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because you only benefit from the latest rest action, camp action you've done.
Fair enough. I'll get rid of it.
Back. If I may. Now we've done all our camp actions. Can I hold the little memorial service for our drone?
Sure.
We gather here today to talk about a brave adventurer. Yes. They weren't in our group long. They did light our path and provide companionship to everyone. They were by my side when no one else. Rest easy, companion support drone Mark III version 17. You will be missed. All right, everyone. I'd like to introduce someone to you.
Companion drone Mark III, number 18. No?
Oh, come on. Don't spoil it for me. Well, Molman's done.
That was cute.
No, can I finish my sentence, please?
Yes.
You take the words right out of my mouth. Okay. All right, where was I? Shit. What was I gonna say after?
You were introducing your new friend.
Very well. I'd like to introduce you to someone very special. Companion support drone, Mark III, version 18. She releases an identical drone into the air. All right, you know what to do. And she points to the drone and whistles, and the little drone flies over. It picks up the sack of broken drone parts, and then she kicks open a drawer full of all identical broken drone parts, and it dumps them in. She can push them.
Oh my god.
You will be sorely missed. Rest in peace. At least until I need you to use you for scrap.
Rest in pieces.
I'll peer in
Beep,
the
beep.
drawer. Do you use the old parts to repair and make the new ones?
Sometimes.
Okay.
She pulls out the handkerchief she borrowed from Lucius and dabs at her eyes. Well, it's not getting any better.
That-
Let's keep going.
Where did you get that?
Eh. Stole it out of your laundry.
Do we have any more of that horrifying liquor again laying around? I feel like we could all use a drink. That was a really tough fight.
Still takes like piss.
Oh yeah. Bonds.
Yes, bonds would be a good thing.
Any of y'all adding bonds?
Oh, bonds, yes, definitely.
Good idea.
Thank you. Thank you for bringing that up. Yeah.
I have a bond I would definitely like to add.
I'd like to change one of my bonds.
How many can we add at a time?
You add one to either an existing one or to a new target.
Gotcha.
Can you change an existing one for free?
You can as part of the rather you can change it as part of the rest. Because you might have a negative bond with somebody that you're going to turn positive, or a positive one or negative.
Cool.
So is it both or just one of them?
Just one.
Okay.
You can
think I know what
either,
I'm-
to clarify, you can create one new bond, add a new emotion to an existing bond, or erase an emotion for an existing bond to replace it with a different one. One of
Got
those
it.
three things.
I think I am going to have Lucius Avantis gain a bond of admiration for More Duncan.
Oh,
Because
thanks.
she really saved our asses tonight. Just with everything. She was really good, and it's, you know, not because Lucius likes her or anything, but Baka.
I have added a bond of affection towards Steven because Aether is already loyal to her, but now affectionate as well because of the becoming accustomed to her mannerisms and enjoying the quirks of her personality.
Thank you. I'd like to change my bond with Lucius from inferiority to admiration.
Nice.
Actually,
I am.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm adding a bond of loyalty to Lucius because he's the only party member I don't have a bond with already. So.
Bond one
And-
for everyone.
Pardon?
Go ahead.
The loyalty is because we've been through shit together. So
Mhm.
for all his bluster, he stands firm when shit hits the fan. So friend language, but yes.
Question for Zevin Demeril. That literal, that ritual you did there, as it were, is that something that's ubiquitous in the Sultanate, or is that is that a quirk of Zevin?
That's a quirk of 7.
Worth asking. I had to ask.
Most
Good.
things are just tossed.
Do a lot more, which very heroic of your. I will add that there's almost a heroic bend to that of being nice to your machines compared to most of the Sultanate.
Nice is relative.
Well,
Yeah.
exactly.
I was gonna say,
She still hits the train with a wrench every now and then.
I assume that most folks in the Sultanate don't anthropomorphize their belongings as much as Seven does.
Yeah, they're just things.
Mm.
Then again, she's been on the road alone for a while. You start to go a little bit crazy after and long enough.
Yeah.
The isolation got to her a bit.
There are a lot of broken drones in that little drawer there.
Oh, and a reminder, of course, your HP and MP are filled because you took a proper camp rest action.
Okay. Trying to think if there's any particular role-playing scene I really wanted to hit after this. I think while everybody's winding down and finishing up their camp activities before they all head to their rooms in the inn, I might find Lucius in the common room having a drink or whatever before he's gone to bed, and walk by and say, "Do you mind if I have a seat for a moment?"
Since when has that ever stopped you?
I had not realized that you thought that I was pushy.
Well, we all sort of do whatever we like in this group, I've found.
No, okay, so you didn't mean it as a jibe then, just a statement, sort of. There's something about you that puts me off, and I haven't been able to put my thumb on it. But I want you to know that I do see you as someone who is good in a crisis, I suppose. I still don't really know why you do all the things you do. You're something of a mystery to me. I think it has just something to do about our upbringings being so different from one another. But, obviously, you and I have started off on the wrong foot. And I'm not sure we're completely off that wrong foot yet, but I just wanted you to know that we worked well together, and I think we can continue to work well together, and perhaps one day we can overcome this personal barrier between us. I feel like we have yet to come to an understanding with one another, but I'm doing my best, and I don't know if you can tell that, but I wanted you to know just in case you couldn't tell. I'm trying to see things from your point of view. I just don't understand your yet.
Well, I'll be completely blunt. I don't quite understand you either. You are also a mysterious little creature. But I am endeavoring, and if my upbringing has taught me one thing, it is to always ask questions and to always challenge things. And so my conceptions about the world, then so be it.
All right. Well, I'll see you in the morning then. I hope you rest well tonight. Leave and go to my room.
So, What do our intrepid heroes bound together by fate do? Well, you've had some rest. You're able to have your memorial at the train. The city is still being rebuilt. It's not quite the same as it was before, but it will be in time. You still have your tokens in hand and a railway ahead of you, and a promise that things will be far more dangerous in the Darklands for as long as the sorceress is still reigning over the land.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just put this out to all of you. Do you think we should try to turn in these tokens now before we leave? Because we don't know when we may be back.
I don't know if we're coming back here anytime soon.
Okay. Then I guess that's what we should do then. Do we know what these tokens are good for exactly?
We can either any one of us can either turn one in for money, or like some kind of an item, or something from like the city armory.
Yeah, because you need to get cash or go, hey, I want a new type of spear or I want a new type of armor. And like, okay, well, here's what we have in armor. Do you want it? And if you're like, nah, just give me the money. And they're like, okay, well, here you go. Like, they'll do their best to meet you with what they have. If you ask them for a particular type of item.
Well, I was thinking since I shapeshift to give myself a high physical defense, I might want to switch to an armor that gives me a high magic defense all the time. And then just wear that, and then I can shapeshift and have both high physical and magic defense to try to protect the party with. What do you guys think?
Yeah, that could be good.
I can also trade in the ninja suit that I'm wearing, but the trade-off on that is that we'll lose my +4 initiative. Unless somebody else wants to wear that armor and use it. It might be really good for you to use it instead. Like, I would be more than happy to have it resized if you would like to wear it. The modifiers on it are, let me read it to you. Where's it at? Shadow Tunic full, which is basically +1 physical, +1 magic defense, and +4 to initiative.
And you'd be giving that to whom?
Well, to whoever would want to wear it, so that the party would have a +4 initiative. If anybody wants it. Like, I was thinking you might want it. I don't know if you get a lot of value out of your current armor or not.
It's basically the same as what I've already got.
Oh, you're wearing that? Okay.
Just with the +4, just without the +4 initiative.
Oh, okay. Well, then it would be strictly better for you to wear it then for the party.
The only thing is I was considering getting new armor. I want to see what my options are if I decide to get new armor or a new shield.
Okay. Well, if you decide on something else, then I can give you this armor. Switch to a robe that gives me a high magic or higher magical defense. Does that sound good as an option?
Possibly.
Okay. I take it more or 7 are not interested in the Shadow Tunic.
My armor is already the best thing it could be.
Okay.
Because I have the one that's specific for my abilities.
Fair enough. I didn't know. Just checking.
Yeah, thank you for checking.
And in my case, I think my classes limit me as to what armor I can wear. I'm only allowed to wear
non-martial armor. Yeah, it's non-martial, so anybody can wear Shadow if you want it.
What is the stats again?
It's +1 physical, +1 magic defense, and +4 initiative. It's primarily something you wear to be good for the whole party.
It's an initiative buff item, I mean.
Yeah. Like, if you don't have anything else you're doing with armor, it would be good for everyone if you wore it. That's all. But if you have something else you'd rather wear, then that's fine. I'm just mentioning.
I'm pondering.
Okay. Because I know that anything I switch to that would give me a higher magic defense would probably not have an initiative modifier. If it does, it'll be a penalty.
Yeah, most armor doesn't. It usually brings your initiative down.
Right.
Rather than up.
Yeah.
That's why
the ninja suit is unique in that it's a initiative buff item.
Right. That's why I'm sort of shopping the idea around of somebody else wearing it, because the party goes on the high, whoever our highest initiative party member is.
Who wants to go shopping at the armory first?
I can go see what kind of armors they have available for me if I decide to switch.
All right. What do you? You can feel free to answer this in a meta way or in character, but what kind? They basically would ask what you are looking for because their armory is huge, but
Okay.
they'll try to pick out something they think fits what you're asking for, that they
Right.
know they can part with.
What I'm ideally looking for is an armor that has a good bonus to magic defense, as well as perhaps an immunity to one of the conditions, maybe. Like an immunity to poison or something like that, or maybe an immunity to dazed. That would be really nice. Those would be ideal, probably, yeah.
So I would. Okay. Helps if I numbers. That number. And you. Sage of a word. Insightful sage robes of the demon hunter.
Oh, that's a fancy name.
This was found in one of the lesser ruins, not a whispering ruin, but one of the various other old castles and towns that the adventurers have found. This armor would do the following. It would give +1 to your regular defense, +2 to your magic defense, -2 to initiative, but also has immunity to dazed, and you do 5 extra damage to demons.
That's really good. Yeah, I'll
Holy
take it.
Ow.
I will trade in my token for that. Let me write all that down. That's a good one. That's worth it.
Question for you, Jim.
Yeah.
How do we remove debuffs?
The rest action. So if you do a rest, then all your status effects go away.
Okay, so the camp action took care of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other way you'd do it if you didn't rest, you'd have to use up inventory points to drink potions to make it go away. For each status effect, I
Gotcha.
think.
And there are abilities
That's
also...
true. Yeah.
More Duncan, if you want to look at the Shadow Tunic, it's in the Fabula Ultima book on page 281. It's a standard item in the book. Or not a standard item, but it's an item in the book. I didn't make it up or nothing.
Yeah. Whereas
right,
this robe I just described is constructed. This is a unique armor.
I'm going to write all that down if you've got it somewhere for me. Is it in the text here?
I'm going to recite it to you again. I just recited it.
No problem. So sorry.
So it's deck size +1 for defense. Insight size +2 for magic defense.
Right.
Initiative -2. Immunity to dazed. And +5 when fighting demons. +5 extra damage when fighting demons.
Does that only apply to physical attacks, or does it cover magic as well? Like it's just always +5 damage.
It's always +5. It basically gives you unique knowledge in the
Nice.
armor and how to hurt demons.
Perfect. That's great. That sounds useful. Okay.
Wants to go shopping next?
I would go looking for either a shield or an accessory.
Any particular kind of shield or accessory?
For a shield, maybe one of the Aegises.
Any particular resistance?
Yes, one moment. I do. Oh right, I got rid of that. Never mind. I will get resistance because we're facing a lot of enemies that do dark damage lately. I'll try to get the Umbra Aegis, or if it's available.
Oh, a good accessory for you if you're looking for an accessory is the Alchemist's Bag.
Yes, that is a very good idea. Where the heck is that thing?
81 of High Fantasy.
High Fantasy? Oh, I don't know if I have that book.
I got it.
Yeah. Basically, whenever you make a potion, you get an additional D20.
Oh, nice. Let me check on my computer. I might actually have it and just forgot about it. I will check. Yep, I do have it and forgot about it.
I only
Page
remember 81. I only remember it because it's right beneath my tactician's diadem, and oh god, I completely forgot during that fight that the tactician's diadem would have been constantly giving you guys 5 mind points.
Oh, dang.
Whenever I did the thing that lets you immediately take your turn after
Oh,
mine,
that would have been nice too.
you get 5 mind points back.
Oh well.
Yeah.
That would have helped me a lot.
I totally forgot about it.
It's okay.
You
The
could
other
get,
thing I'd be looking for then is an alchemist bag.
You can get an alchemist bag here. Yeah.
Cool. And any luck with the Umbra Aegis?
It'd be either or. You'd either get the Umbra Aegis or the alchemist bag.
Alchemist bag. That one's much better for me.
And I would say finding this is one of the few places you could find an alchemist bag. So if you were gonna get it, this is the place to get it. Major cities are the only place to be handing out something like that. Then again, not many cities can hand out 1,000 Zenit worth items, so as rewards. You just happen to be in a city run by that is frequented by adventurers and run by an arc wizard.
Yep.
Archmage, sorry, I should say. All right,
Well,
who's up for shopping next?
It's either you or me, 7.
You go first. I'm pretty good on things except for accessories, so.
Yeah, I mean, you can always just take the money.
Well, that's true. We don't even know how much the money is.
It's true, you don't.
So yeah, I think I'm either gonna be looking for an armor or a shield. And as it stands, let me check my equipment. So currently, as stands, I can't get martial armor or martial shield. However, that being said, it's something that he's currently looking to spec into, and it's very much a thing of like, well, I'll train into it. I am nothing if not a fast learner.
So do you ask for a martial shield that you can grow into, or do you want a Aegis that you can use now?
I'm either a shield or an armor.
But not a martial armor. An armor you can use now.
Oh no. I martial for either of them.
Oh, I thought you couldn't use martial for some reason.
I can't. I can't use either, but I can spec into something that will let me.
I guess you know where your next level up's going. Is that it?
Kind of. I have a couple of options, and this will help me decide, I think.
He'll just put it on until it feels
Yeah.
good. He'll wear it every day until it's no longer holding him back.
Oh, no, that's heavy spiritual. Like one option could be either the Shield of Blades, or I hang on, I have to pull open. I have to.
I'll also point out that I could craft an armor. That's why I'm waiting to have a clear answer because I'm not sure what to offer you right now.
Oh yeah.
If you have a specific armor, if it's from the book, and go, oh yeah, they probably have that. That's easy, but I can craft.
Yeah, I don't
armors.
have a specific armor in mind either. I'm definitely I'm thinking something that is befitting a battlefield commander.
Okay.
Armor of Heroes, go.
Armor of Heroes, go.
That sounds right, actually. I was looking at them.
Is that in the core?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's literally called Armor of Heroes.
Hang on. I have to find it.
281.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the core rulebook. Why can I not find the core rulebook? Here it is. 281, you say?
Yep.
281. Thank you. Armor of Heroes. Accuracy check and magic checks for. Oh, wait, that's attacks and spells, not okay. Cool. Hang on, I'm just trying to. The magic defense becomes my insight die. That actually. That is actually not as good, I don't think.
The big trade-off is that you become immune to critical attacks, basically. Well, you don't. Well, rather that you don't become immune to the critical attack, but you would stop if I get a critical on you. I can't get the opportunity off it.
Right.
That's the one they would offer you because that's the one that makes sense to what you're saying. Alternatively, they would offer.
GM?
Yeah.
May I recommend the item showcase on the Fabula Ultima Discord? Should you be looking to contract something?
Sorry, you would. You're going very quiet.
The item showcase on the Fabula Ultima Discord. Should you be shopping for new ideas?
I'll be if it's not in the book, I'm just gonna craft it on the spot. That's what I've been planning on. That's what I've been doing. But thank you though.
The only Well, the other thing I could see would be if it's a martial shield, I could see the Shield of Blades.
No, they wouldn't have a Shield of Blades for that token.
Okay, cool. That's fine.
I did have one. I just was bolted.
Yep. Armor of Heroes. Let me just look at that again.
So
I'm just trying to think, because additionally having it just be the insight die. I apologize. I'm trying to like refamiliarize myself with how my stuff works.
Or chill. It's fine.
Combat tunic. Because currently I have a combat tunic, which gives me +1 to those. Yeah, it's a trade-off of getting a +1 to my regular defense and a -1 to my magic defense, and the -4 to my initiative. But I also get that really cool little critical success thing.
the alternative would be a runic shield that basically +2 to your physical and magical defense.
Where's that?
1 second. More to it. That would. What affects accuracy for statuses? I believe dazed is one.
Oh, yes. That's the
Yeah, dazed was the big one. That's why I got protection for it.
yeah.
Dazed and enraged both affect insight.
Yeah. Daze is the one that affects my insight.
So an insightful runic shield. Basically, it makes you immune to dazed, and you get +2 to physical and +2 to magic defense.
Oh, I will take that. Oh man, will I take that? Because insight is like one of my main things, and also it gives me better magical defense overall.
And Zevin Demero, I think, is the last on the block.
I'll see what we have for either accessories. Let's start with accessories.
Anything in particular you're hoping to improve, or you want them to find something that's useful?
My current accessory isn't valuable in combat as much as I like it.
Out of curiosity, what is your current accessory?
The traveler's boots, wanderer's boots. When making a
is
discovery while traveling, I gain 1 Fabula.
Yeah, those are awesome. Is that how you had like 5 of them leading into this?
That was more Duncan.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Yeah, in my case, it was just that I don't tend to spend Fabula that much. So I just tend to accumulate them and then spend them all at once.
Yep.
I haven't rolled enough critical failures to accumulate a bunch. And I sure wasn't going to take an auto fail in this fight.
You could get a Ring of Dark Sorcery.
Oh.
Gives you +1 bonus to magic defense and changes all your damage type into dark damage.
Yes. What's the catch?
What's
That
the catch?
well, that's the downside. If you're using the ring and benefiting from it, all damage becomes dark. Whether it's whatever, however you cause damage, it becomes dark damage.
So
Yeah,
it can't. We canceled out my magic cannon.
Yep.
Yes.
It ensorcels it and then forces it to be dark damage.
Hmm.
A +1 to magic defense.
Would anyone else be interested in this? If I traded it to them?
Not me.
Turbine?
Nope. I'm good.
I'm good. I'm looking for versatility, not stuck in one element. Sorry.
Yeah, fair.
Oh. Oh, that's an idea. That's an idea. You have a faithful companion, right?
Yes, I do.
You can get an ivory ring crafted into not a ring of onions. Sorry, my brain just connected the dots in a weird.
You have received the onion ring. It has layers.
Crunchy.
Yeah, you can get the
Like
the
Oliver.
ivory ring, which when your faithful companion loses HP, you can choose to lose an equal amount of HP in its stead.
Oh, it's really good. I'll take it.
The onion
Yeah,
ring
that's
would
good.
just cure the hunger condition.
They'll give you the ivory ring and 300 Zenith, because it is useful, but it's also it's a very specific item, so it's not high price. Like, okay, here's the ring plus another 300 Zenith.
Huzzah, Zenit.
Hey, I was gonna say. Besides, that seems like a pretty 7.
Oh yeah.
7 also appreciates the zenith. So
Yeah,
Maybe next time you won't have to shed a tear over a another drone corpse.
as you're able to tie it into the techno magic within.
More Duncan, I wanted to double check with you. Did you want to switch and wear this shadow tunic, or shall I just keep it as an alternate armor for now? I may sell it.
I'll go ahead and switch.
Okay. Did you want to like buy it from me if you have the money? Because I'm kind of broke.
How much is it?
Let me look up the price. I'll see how much. Like I'd give it a big discount though. I wouldn't make you pay full price for it or nothing. Let me see here. It's page 2.
650.
Hey, GM?
normally.
Oh, it's 650. Okay. Yeah, I'd charge you 325 for it, like what I would get selling it.
Go ahead,
Okay.
Nora. What were you saying? Sorry.
For the Zenit I got for the ring, there was 300, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Uh,
Yay.
is more Duncan getting the
The shadow tunic.
cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take it off of my extra list.
You still have the maid outfit, or did you sell that? I forget if you had it still.
No, I'm still holding on to the maid uniform. I figure I may wear it one day for a a role play scene if nothing else. It's fun.
Yeah, no, you're able
Yeah.
to get your items, and given your rewards, and now it's up to you what you do from here. Train awaits on its ley line rails. Grimwatch is slowly being rebuilt.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere in the Darklands, the sorceress awaits you and instructs her many spirits and demons to be on the hunt for you.
We still know that the other artifacts of which we search for are along the ley line, so
Yeah.
we know
I
where to
say-
go. Yeah.
I say we continue heading this way.
Okay.
Just because we should start heading. Like we've got a lot of stuff on our hands. Very dangerous artifacts, and we have them all in one space.
Okay.
I think it's best if we start making our way back towards the castle. If we find any more along the way, cool. If not, then we can stash what we have and then go back out again.
That's a
I
good
think
idea.
that's a very good idea.
I do too. Plus, we know coming back, we only have like one direction left to go. Cover the left side over here, right?
Yep.
So
Yep.
yeah, that's a great idea.
So you begin your journey once more across the lands on the ley lines.
Let me get my Spirit Tracks music out again. Yes, we'll head out, and I have all my travel abilities kicking in.
All right, so it's down to just D6 because a lot of. Oh wait, no, you're going. The place you're going to is actually still. Should be. Because of her, it's actually this, but you bring it down by 1. So it would have been D20, because the demons and the shadows themselves are hunting for you, but you bring it back down to D12
Ooh.
as you zip
Oh.
over to the city of Eclipsara.
Right. Curiosity with the creature that was trapped within the umbral quill no longer in there. Is the whispering ruins at Eclipsara settling down, or are they the same as they've always been?
The city is still ruined and still plagued by ghosts. It's someone
Okay.
someone at some point will have to sit there and purify the town, like a spiritualist or maybe in a dark magic user might be able to go back there and try to clean things up. But the city's still pretty
Okay.
dangerous.
I was curious. I didn't
The
know
dungeon
if the
itself
umbral
is
quill
pretty much not a
was causing
threat
it
at
or not.
all because if someone went, what would be terrible is if someone went through that. Someone could go to that same scriptorium, thinking, "Oh, the artifact's here." Go all the way through it, do all those silly puzzles, get down to the bottom, and see the quill isn't there. Like, oh no.
Yeah.
Thankfully, they wouldn't get stuck because that's sealing the thing away. But it's like, oh well, we just went into the dungeon that's already been raided.
Yeah.
Crap.
And good news.
Protagonistless.
In good news, the evil giant specter thing wouldn't be there to wreck,
their day. Shit. So the first day of travel goes uneventful. You're able to you're able to stop by Shade Haven, if nothing else, and because that part of the city is at peace. Because you guys went out of your way to help them. Then you continue on the ley line. Now I get to pull tile.
Oh
Here we
yeah,
go.
it's been a while since we've done this.
Well, the last time we did it, we pulled out, back to back,
Like-
city, town, city tiles, which was hilarious.
Oh, we didn't just pull out a city tile on the last one. We just pulled
Yeah,
out
there's
like
a metropolis.
like
right.
megalopolis.
Funny.
So you, oops. Click. Everything's freezing. No.
Looks like plains.
Swamp. Pass through a swamp in the first half of your day.
That seems fine.
And the second half of your day.
We find another megalopolis. Or it's like a small village.
You find another city.
Okay, this is ridiculous.
The
Is it
Darklands are way more settled than you guys realized.
Guys, the Darklands are more settled than like a lot of parts of the world.
Is it a ruined city?
Guess we'll find out.
It is not. It seems to be a proper city. Let's
Okay.
learn together about what the city. 1 second. I'm learning about it at the same time you are. Thank you for the hydrate. I made sure to. I actually ran out of all my pop and energy drinks, so I'm drinking water.
I
just
should
plain old
hydrate.
water.
Thank you for the reminder.
You're welcome. Yeah, I thought we all needed a little sip.
Sippy.
Get your sippy cups out, everybody. Get your Electric Metropolis sippy cup now at I don't know, Fansly. I wish.
Is there anything that you would like us to do to help you populate this city?
No, I got it. Just give me a second.
Okay.
Hey JM, here's a question for you.
Yeah.
How are you generating what a zone each tile is? Because maybe you should put city on a cooldown.
Yeah. Well, if I got like city back to back, I just re-roll. If there's space between them, then I'm going to. Then it just is there. One of the many mysteries of the town. Like, for example, this Metropolis, I knew in my head that when I drew Metropolis, like, there's no standing Metropolis in the Darklands. I know that, so that's a ruined city for sure. And then, like, a city next to a village, that's believable. Two cities right next to each other, I'd be like, no, I'm re-rolling. That doesn't make any sense. That would, even when the Darklands were doing well, they wouldn't...
Untold, yeah, ages ago.
Oh, actually, I know how I know if this place is a good place or not. I have to roll your travel. Because if it's a discovery, it's a much nicer city than I think it is. So it'd normally be this. It'd be D8 normally, but it's a D10 because someone is mad at you. But you bring it back down to D8 because you bring down travel dice. You're a wayfarer. Okay, no, you don't. It's not a hostile town. That's good. Because that could have been a monster city as well. I just realized. I was like, oh wait, I just remembered where we are.
Well, I was going to volunteer the idea that maybe it's a hidden city full of my shape-shifted people all pretending to be normal people. That'd be hilarious. We could go to a town where like everybody is a shapeshifter, but nobody would give that away to outsiders ever.
So one that marker.
Another friendly town. I don't think we have to full on stay in an inn.
Yeah, you don't have any camp action. Just you might need. Oops! No. Yeah, I do that. Get my game set.
Unrelated to anything, but I think your pin markers are awesome.
Yeah, these are from these are significant world map markers done by I forget the guy's name at the moment. Yeah, they have a nice wood finish on them and stuff like that. I use it from pretty much all my game, except for Star Trek because it really matched the theme. So the train comes upon a walled small city within a valley of the Darkland. And it is surrounded by a smattering of trees, dark in leaf and tall in height, but worn out as you see, these walls are of wood. There is a ever-present mist milling around the town. And you can see that there are lights, and that the train station there is no real train station here. It looks like that your rail lines pass through the town, which currently the gates are as your train starts trundling toward the town, they close the gates, and guards stop you, will stand in your way. Now, whether or not you stop to talk to them or you just go full speed ahead and blast through the wooden palisade is up to you. They don't attack you right away. They just close the gate as they see you rolling up on them. Because you're just kind of rolling along out of the swamp. You're just no rails visible, and then a bluish green light appears about 2 meters either side of your of the train.
Yeah, that would be a pretty disturbing sight. I assume we could get information from these people that might lead us to the next artifact, though, right? Shouldn't we talk to them?
Hail?
Stop the train. As you hail.
Well, I ain't driving, so I don't know.
If you ask nicely enough, she'll stop.
Please don't plow through these poor guards just doing their job.
No problem, no problem. She'll lay on the brakes kind of heavy to lurch everyone forward.
Scare the guards a little.
Who goes there?
I just look at Lucius. I know he wants to take charge, so
Lucius will lean out. We are travelers.
Gathered that, but what you doing with your fancy box?
I'll lean out the other side and I'll say, "We're traveling, sir." Then I'll wave. Hi. Give him a disarming smile.
We simply seek to do a little bit of trade here. Likely be on our way in the morning. And actually, at this point, because I only have the one Fabula, I haven't used this in a while. You may use an action and spend one Fabula point to choose a non-hostile creature able to hear and understand you. If I do that, the creature becomes helpful towards you as long as you are kind and respectful to them and your requests are reasonable.
Aha! Well, there you go then. That's which ability?
That is called Unexpected Ally.
The gate captain approaches. Well, as long as you trundle through slowly and spend your zenith wisely, we can take travelers in from the shadows. Get the gates open. And they start moving the wooden gates open, and you hear him call out, "Welcome to Duskmire."
Dope.
All right, putting this to minimum speed.
And as you roll into town, the townsfolk look over at this thing just rolling into town, no tracks. Then there's these magical lines on the ground. And you can see that the road does kind of bend a little bit through the center of town, like it snakes a little bit. But your ley line follows that.
She was worried she needed to off-road it.
You see that this place is the buildings here. Now that you get a better look at them past the palisade, they have crafted their homes out of a dark stone and have dressed them and accented them in the dark wood. You can see that there are various creeping vines and luminescent mushrooms being grown at windowsills. There are a few people milling around in the central plaza who do make way for you. Very confused. You do see that they have, in this central plaza, there is a sort of grove of... these trees look far more familiar to you. They look, all the trees you've seen in the Darklands always seem dead or near dead, almost like it was perpetual winter here or perpetual fall. Here, these trees look to have a bit more life to them. They're still a very dark, like purplish red leaf, and very bristly, hardy looking trees. This looks like what, and out of all of you, Aether, you recognize that is what Darkland trees used to look like. They used to be these super hardy, dark-looking trees. That's why a lot of the clothing of Darklanders, and this is why they were Darklanders before the Sorcerers came, they wore dark clothing, because a lot of the dyes they got were, like, dark reds, dark purples, because it came from the trees and leaves.
Like ebony wood?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. Beautiful.
You see that these trees in particular seem to hum with a soft purplish light. Since all of you have seen this before in various guises, this is the sign of dark magic or dark arcana being present in the trees. But it's not that wild, untamed sort that fuels demons or attacks you. This is when the sun is absent, darkness reigns. It is a thing that is in the world. These trees are part of that magical firmament. You also notice as you're passing through, there are some nicer homes here. That the track kind of goes by them, so you can only really see over to them. They look a lot less stonework and a lot more wooden, and far fancier in their craftsmanship. Beyond that, you'd have to get out of the train to look. And from the plaza, you can also see that there is, near along one of the south walls, there are various workshops and smiths that, so like they're just far away enough from the plaza that they don't like make a lot of noise where people are trading or talking, but it's not that long a walk either. They can just grab what they have and just walk to the plaza, set up a table and go. You do see that there are some people who are going off into the western part of town, where there is a small lake that is half in the city and half not. So like there's the wall, and the wooden palisade kind of spans the width of this small pond. There are guards guarding this side of the water, but it looks like it goes underneath the gate a bit. Beyond that, there does seem to be a temple of some sort. The specifics you wouldn't know right away. There would be a tavern, of course. A cemetery near the temple. In all, these people look to have an air of them of people who are quite in tune with the dark magic of the Darklands. These are, whereas Grimwatch was a bulwark against the darkness, these are people who live here. This is what a normal city of the Darklands probably is, if any. Like, it's a much nicer version than the village you passed through before.
You merely embraced the darkness. I was born in it, molded by it.
So, you can carry on your journey, because they won't, now that you've made a good fast friend of the guard captain, you guys can come and go, because they were just mostly puzzled by who you were, but now that you're like, oh, we're here to trade and be friendly, like, oh, okay, well, as long as you do that, you carry on your way, bye now, you know?
Yeah, just passing through.
Well, maybe we should like stop by the local inn too and see what people are talking about and find out if anyone knows anything about the next artifacts in the area. Do we have a list of specific items we're looking for? I vaguely recall there might have been. I remember the Umbral Quill was one of the things we were looking for. What else were we looking for?
I think we just knew that there were important items along this route.
So we're not sure what we're looking for. We should probably find out if anyone's heard any wild rumors then.
The most you know is that the number of artifacts, because that's something the Duke would have pointed out, but he wouldn't have told you the specific ones, because even he didn't really know that. That's not something he would know offhand. But he could tell you know how many he needed to do a perfect casting of his ritual to seal away his dark doom, shall we say.
Okay.
There are, I believe, yes, there are 2 more left that he thinks are in the Darklands. Or rather, he knew there were at least 5 in the Darklands. You found 3.
So there's at least 2 more, maybe 3 or 4. Got it. So how long do we plan to stay in town, everybody?
I'd say just overnight and then leave again in the morning.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go wander around town and see if I can make some friends while we're here.
You making friends, or are you asking questions?
Well, I'm actually technically asking questions, but I want to make friends first so that they don't immediately hate me, you know?
Tell me where the bomb is. Whoa, you know.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like, geez, the toilet's over there. God. I would say willpower's part of it. To learn what you can from these folk and get them to tell you what's what.
Okay.
I'll give you plus. I'll give you +2 because you're a Darklander as well. They're not familiar with the kind of creature you are. Like, they don't know what you are, but you do have a certain air about you that shows that you're a Darklander. You know that there's a certain level of caution, even among friends. There's a little bit of caution among each other because who knows if you're working for the sorceress or something, or you're a demon in disguise. So
Or if
there's a respectful distance you always keep.
Or if someone's cast a charm on you.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got a 9.
9's gonna get you something.
It's something.
Of the people you make friends of, you learn one, this isn't a hero's village like Grimwatch, so it's most of the people here don't venture much further than the walls. Like, they may go into the forest for like foraging, hunting, but they get right back to the town before dark.
Right.
But in general, they, as long as they don't, anger the sorceress or her agents, they usually are left alone. But they're no friends of hers either, so don't worry, they're not going to rat you out just because.
Okay.
They
Well,
let's see which one. They do tell you that when you ask about a Whispering Ruin, they heard that there supposedly was one back in the Clipsara, out east, but they also heard one that's out west that they tend to avoid.
what's it called?
They don't know. They know it's a Whispering Ruin because remember they don't go very far.
Sure.
They know it's about 3 days away, or so.
Okay. All right.
And
Well,
most people don't go any more. Like, no one goes more than a day away from town, so that's why they know this one hex and nothing else. They know the swamp because they can see it. But
And
that's
when
it.
they say 3 days away, they mean 3 days away for them.
They mean 3
So
hexes.
So that's just 3 hexes, which is 2 days for us.
Yeah, it's probably real close. All right. Well, I thank them for their time and wish them a pleasant day, and that the witch stays away forever.
They'd rather a witch. It's the sorceress they're worried about.
Well, you know what I meant. The sorcerer. Sorry.
I have a thought.
Which old witch? The wicked witch.
Makes a wicked apple pie.
So have you informed the party that this is the
Absolutely.
information?
I'll
Yeah.
return and find everybody and let them know that I've learned that there's another Whispering Ruin not more than a few days away, and that's by villager reckoning, so really close.
And when you hear when you mention the bit about the sorceress has like agents that'll probably be on the lookout for us.
Yeah.
Lucius gets like sort of a look in his eyes, and he says, "You think the people of this town might know a thing or two about who these agents would be? No, it might
Possible.
be. It might be something that the guards might even know a thing or two about. That gives me an idea.
I got the
Maybe
impression that they were just suspicious of all outsiders, which is why they were worried about us.
Right.
And we disguised the train?
Right, but they know people who are coming in and out. Gives me an idea. Vibius Umbrinius, I need the two of you to run an errand for me among the guards. And he sends the two of them off to go do a thing.
Sounds like insight's part of this.
This isn't a roll. This is a thing that's going to happen later when rest time comes.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
This is a totally different thing.
So do you guys carry on your merry way, or do you spend more time in Duskmire?
It's an idea.
Go ahead.
If we're worried about being tracked, Zevin could try to camouflage the train or something like that. Kind of cloak it.
Yeah. I'd love to help with that somehow if I can. I do know ritual magic of varying types.
Ooh, are you casting a ritual spell, or are you just camouflaging it with?
I'm making a project.
Ah, that's
Nice.
It's been a while since I pulled out the rules for this.
We're unlocking the feature to put alternate skins on the train.
Oh, funny. Skins. Yeah, if I can help with the project, I will do so. That's a good
so
idea.
Let's.
If you ask me what it would be, I have the Fultimator calculator up for projects, and I've been fiddling with it for a little bit.
Okay.
I'd say it's potency minor because it obtains some limited form of protection.
Mm-hmm.
It affects a large area because it small is listed as railway car, not railway, not rail train. I assume that we're the equivalent of an airship. And I'd say consumable. It activates and it lasts until we leave the Darklands, or we avoid an encounter or something like that.
Or if you wanted to make it again, you'd have to spend inventory to use it again.
Basically, yeah. Once I take it off the train, it's off the train.
So that's by that number. That sounds like 300's in it.
300's in it. 100 will be covered by my visionary. It'll take 1 day.
Good golly.
Tinkerers.
This is why Zen is good for me.
So you spend a day making some.
Well, we could all chip in
netting.
on that since it benefits all of us, right?
Yeah.
Well, speak for yourselves.
What, you don't want to chip in on that?
No, I'll chip in.
Okay. I'll chip in
I'm
100.
I'm just being a little shit.
Okay. Well, that's fair. That's your character. I chip in 100.
I'll chip in 50.
Cheapskate.
No kidding.
Hey, the rich stay rich by being cheapskates.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
wrong.
It's 100.
Well, that puts.
I mean, I have 1,267, so like I'm
Oh,
not hurting.
Okay.
During the process, he's just like lounging on the top of the train, sipping lemonade, sunglasses.
He's supervising.
He's supervising.
He has no idea what I'm doing, but he's supervising.
Yep, that sounds like Lucius.
Seven's gonna climb up into one of the cargo beds. I assume we have one. Do we have
Yeah.
cargo space?
Yeah, you'd have cargo space on a train like that. If nothing else, you'd have it either in the train, like those little overhang areas, and like for at the very least.
Yeah, on top of the engine then, since we probably don't have a flatbed area.
Not for
That
a
feels like
train
an upgrade.
Yeah.
I see more upgrades in my future, where Zevin is going to climb on top of the train. She's going to pry open a top panel, and fiddle around with it. And by the end of the day, she's gotten a big, all the guts of the train have been pulled out, been packed back in. There's a thing on top of the train now.
You gotta drape it in this dark fabric and with blacks and grays, and also now that you've seen the town, you've also seen that dark purples and dark reds are good because that's a natural color in the
I
area.
believe. Yeah.
More of a
Again-
projector.
Again,
So like projecting a hollow image of swords around it
Yeah.
with a limited
kind of a
battery.
shimmery-
That's why it's consumed.
Yeah, once this thing burns out, it burns out, and that's it.
Well, I will help you set it all up if you need any physical.
I will say to you that this, because you've completed a project, I will say to you that you've now created an item that I'll call train camo, hollow camo. That's really what it is. For 2 inventory points, you can camouflage something the size of a train to different terrain types. So
oh, that's awesome.
the way I'll treat that is that it basically will increases the or rather decreases the range at which monsters attack. So normally it's 6 and higher for something bad to happen. You've turned it to 7 and higher because you have it. As long as you have the right camo, the hollow camo on, dangerous stuff is unlikely to happen to the train because it's hard to. If you're traveling with the train, it's easier to not get in trouble. Because at worst, if something comes up, you just stop the train and then just wait until it goes away.
I just love the idea that like the train has like cool different skin designs for the various like environments in the game. I really like that.
Well, of course, there's gonna be those like holiday ones. There's gonna be the Christmas themed one, the Halloween themed one, and then there's
time to open your wallet for the downloadable content packs.
There's a Persona 5 skin, which doesn't blend in with anything at all, but it looks cool.
It ends the game if you equip it.
It's a Persona 5 skin within the game. Wow.
I'm thinking more the Golden Train from Spirit Tracks.
Okay. There should also definitely be one that looks like the Ghost Train from Final Fantasy VI.
Yeah.
But then you get
but it's all
suplexed in your next boss
pixely.
battle. Yeah.
Oh, and it's like all pixelated like the ghost, like so that it is like the Ghost Train from Final Fantasy VI.
Unfortunately, it's vulnerable to grapple attacks. So.
Right. So, perfect.
Oh man, that was solid. That's a solid.
The only issue is if someone uses a healing item on it, the train disappears.
That's perfect.
So,
Yeah.
any other business in Duskmire before you carry on your merry way?
Well, we do have to do we do have to rest overnight, right?
Right. Well,
Yeah,
I don't think we're taking the camp action though. Like we still have camp actions up.
Yeah, you don't have to take a camp action unless you want to take it.
Well, I'll keep up my camp action that I did the previous night. That's fine.
Oh, I guess we could adjust bonds again. We did, right?
Yeah.
Well, if you're staying for a camp action, it costs money. That's why that matters. The difference between you just staying a night and camping, or like taking a full rest, is a camp action rest costs money. A narrative, we stop by town and have some drinks, doesn't cost you anything because you're just kind of there.
Right. How much does it cost to stay in actually then?
In this town, not a ton.
Oh, I thought you could just camp action. I thought you camp action at the end of every day.
Nope.
Oh no,
No. You need to pay. If you're in a town, you have to pay to stay in the town. If you're out in the wild, you need a tent inventory.
Okay.
So we do have my my permanent tent.
Oh, that's right. You made a permanent tent.
Yeah, you have the super tent.
And what's the difference with how the super tent works? Remind me.
It's just a permanent magic tent.
So we basically don't have to spend the inventory points to use a magic tent? Is that it?
Yeah, if we're on the overmap.
Okay, cool. Like not in a dungeon, but on the overmap it works great.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we may as well take a rest and do bonds if we want then. That would be cool.
So, we are doing a rest. I'm going to keep up my camp action that I did last time. Additionally, Vibius and Umbrinius return. And I'm going to use the one thing that I haven't done on them yet. The one ability of theirs I haven't used for... Haha! It only costs 1 stress off of them. Here is the information you previously requested, sir. During a rest, you may ask the Game Master 1 question. They will answer truthfully.
Okay.
As I would like to know, what is a agent of the sorceress that we need to be on the lookout for? Who is a dangerous agent of the sorceress that we need to, like, if that's a name we hear, like that's a agent of the sorceress that's probably going to be gunning for us.
Aether. No, I'm just kidding.
Wait,
sorry,
what?
I had to out. Yeah.
That was funny. It's news to me, but I love it.
Yeah, right. News to you. Wink. Got it. Message received.
So now they are at 6 stress.
Pretty funny. While we're on this camp
Oh.
activity, I would like to change one of my bonds.
Go ahead.
Does that include just removing one if I want?
You would remove a. You can remove a bond and then replace it with a. Or remove an emotion and replace it with a new one. I should say. Sorry.
Well, I have mistrust and loyalty on Lucius.
Hmm.
I was going to remove mistrust, but I don't think replacing it with affection or admiration fits yet.
So what would you replace it with?
I don't know, because the only thing left are things that I don't want to put on him.
Then I would leave it alone if I were you. At least you have it. Because otherwise, if you remove it, your bond strength goes down by 1. Because when you do, I spend toward a bond, it's equal to its bond strength is equal to how
The
many
number of
emotions it
bonds,
has.
right.
If you just remove it,
I-
it just gets weaker.
I'll switch it to affection, reasoning that over time I've come to just find him somewhat amusing. Like,
You learn of Ravi Shadowstrike, a mercenary of the sorceress. This lady is one who is a mercenary for the highest coin, but the highest coin in the Darklands is the sorceress, frankly. Ravi is known for her skills in stealth and subterfuge, and is equipped with magical items. Specifically known for her twin daggers that she uses to assassinate her target if she can get away with it. And you actually have a brief flicker in your memory of seeing her back in Grimwatch.
Oh boy. Oh,
hope
buddy.
he didn't note us too well then.
Yeah, didn't know you were a threat to the sorceress at the time, that you were just visiting some random travelers. You get the feeling if she knew that you were a threat, she would have attacked you. She would have arranged for an attack.
Okay, good to know. Well, we'll add that to the list of possible threats.
Added.
Any change in camp action for Zevin or more, or Lucius? Well, Lucius did a new one. Does Zevin or or more change their camp action, or just redo it?
Oh
I'm gonna redo it.
I'm redoing the same camp action as yesterday. This thing I did was something that I get because of my my quirk.
Right.
It's just something that happens over a rest.
I'm keeping my current camp action as well.
Okay. Very good.
But yeah, I do transform my bond of mistrust. I no longer mistrust him, and I find his pompous nature somewhat amusing, personally amusing. I won't share that with him necessarily, but yeah.
It's a martial practice. Once before next rest, when I perform an attack, I might get that attack multi 2 or increases multi by 1 point.
So you start doing like some target practice during the night.
Yep.
Very good. More sleep soundly for more Duncan, probably. Any other tasks? Well, I would say in Duskmire, but you guys use your permanent magic tent and stayed outside of town. No, well, no more. We got it. Roll out the other side of town, set up your big magic tent, and then pull it back up again. Any other business at Duskmire, or do you continue on your journey?
I believe we're ready to continue.
All right.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Another sit. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
On the first day, oh, not first day, first half of the day, you pass through some hills. Which makes sense because you're near, you can see the mountains that you guys passed by when you first started your adventure. Actually, you've been passing by them this whole time. You guys have been past this area before.
Hey, look, it's where we almost died.
Everybody but me. I don't think I was with y'all yet.
No.
Or was I? Was that
No.
where I met you all?
Now, you met them in Ravagar's War, I believe?
Yeah.
They're talking about the precursor ruin over here, the tower that they fell from.
Yeah, I heard about that. I wasn't with you yet. Y'all have to go back there and challenge something that you left behind, or is it done?
I think we took care of that, didn't we?
You did, yeah.
Okay. Good to know.
Ah, good times, good times.
So what's it like falling from a tower?
Hurts.
Oh god, did we find another, like, village?
It's a village instead of a city.
A little village. Okay.
Now, how friendly is this village?
Find out.
Ba, ba. Ba, ba.
Why does my brain do this? I said, let's find out. And all I can imagine now is, how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Tootsie Pop?
So this would go from D8 to D10, but you bring it back down to D8. And you did get the item that increases your safety. Oh, you have the, you didn't buy it, you made it. You made an item that makes it harder for bad stuff to happen. So,
and then we also have the map so we can do a reroll if we need it.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, you can reroll the tile. Yeah, if you hated the tile, you'd be like,
Yeah, if we hate the tile, we can just reroll it once.
And town tiles are probably the safest of them because usually if it's a town, generally it's friendly.
Yep.
But you know, yeah. If we rolled like what's the worst one? A desert area, like a desert tile. Then yeah, you'd want to re-roll that because desert tiles are automatically high encounter races. So,
but yeah, I have the true map of the countless realms incomplete. I keep it in my other items list so we don't lose it.
Oh no! Well, that's an unfriendly village. That is a hostile village overtaken by 8 loyal cultists of the sorceress.
Can we just ride right by it, or do the tracks run through it?
The tracks do run through the village. I should note this is an unfriendly town. This is important. No.
God. Hey, you know what? Look, honestly, I'll take it. I think the idea of a freaky little cultist settlement in the Darklands is fitting. And you know what? I think it would have been weird if
we didn't run into one, right?
If we didn't run into some evil encampment somewhere in the Darklands, and we just kept running into friendly village after friendly village after friendly village.
Right.
In the
so I'm going to lay out the map, the true map, and I'm going to look up what the name of this town is on it so we know what we're getting into here. Read everything I can about it according to the map.
It just tells you where it is and the name of it. It doesn't have
fair enough.
Full biography on it. It's a map.
I can at least get the name down in my notes.
I'd imagine that this is probably a recent little encampment.
Well, it's a village, so who knows how long it's been there. Yeah.
This appears to be known as Gloomhaven.
What a great name. Sounds familiar.
There's a dungeon underneath this place. I wouldn't worry about it too much.
Oh, that dungeon might have what we're looking for, though.
That was a joke about the game.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. I walked right into that one. But I mean, it would make sense that the cultist would be protecting an artifact that we need, right?
But it would, but they don't, as far as you know.
Okay.
But yeah, you do see a village that there are various people. The town, the reason you know it's hostile is one, you see various figures in dark armor. You can see torches of purple light, and you can see lesser demons like imps and such milling, and skeleton and undead like skeletons milling around the town and getting ready to block the track and attack you, because they think that if they block the track enough, they can possibly stop it.
Right. Well, I also thought the heads on spears surrounding the town gave it away too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
That's usually a pretty clear sign that you're not welcome.
how do you guys intend? Do you intend to fight your way through? You're gonna just train bull rush your way through the crowd?
I think we should bull rush it.
Are we sure we don't want to do some sort of investigation and make sure we're not going right past one of the artifacts we need?
Well, we were told it was a 3-day travel.
Right, for a villager, not a train.
Even for a villager, it would take 3 days would be here.
Right, so this might be it.
No, it
No,
would be the
it'd be
next
here.
No. Is there any way to determine if this village has any of the hallmarks of a Whispering Ruin?
Not
That
while
we
you're
might-
driving at it at so many miles per hour at a train.
Yeah, okay. Well, then we're going to have to decide then. Do we want to plow through it? Or do we want to investigate? What do we want to do? Good idea. Man, look at all those train skins you found. They're great.
Fear Tracks is a wonderful game. We do have it on camouflage, so we could get out.
I mean, it sounds like they've spotted us.
They spotted us.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is that you're going to be driving through the town. Like if it was like a wolf that was like prowling around, you might just go, let's just stop and wait for the wolf to go away. That's why the check is high. It's 7 or higher for bad things to happen. And 8 is no, you're just driving right through this village. It's like, yeah, camo or not, they're going to see us moving.
Right.
I say we just bull rush it.
Okay. I'm okay with that plan.
Anyway, maneuver.
Yeah. If it turns out we need to come back, we can always come back.
I think insight's part of it there, Zevin.
Insight.
Sure.
I will help if I can.
Certainly can.
Navigation support from the person with the map.
The village is ahead. Go that way. I'm on a train track. Thanks anyway.
Can I +1 to navigation related checks? Does this count?
Not really. You're just trying to muscle your way through a crowd of people.
Hey,
Oh, good roll. And I do not help, but I tried.
what'd you get on that? That's Oh, if you want to spend that last Fabula you've got there and re-roll that D10, you could
That's
get a
great.
really good result.
That's true.
That's a good point. Do I spend it on I spend it on my my trait then, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Straight.
Been a trait engineer for quite a while. This is my train. I know how she works.
Which trait is that?
My train.
I actually rolled the wrong dice on my help anyway. Oh well.
And I reroll a d10.
Yeah.
Character
Someone wants to roll a
sheet,
9.
Stats. Insight. 6.
Yeah, you're easily able to. There's a lot of enemies. However, you didn't really slow down much. So you just maintained speed, and then go full throttle as you get closer to them, and then poof, lots of bones and clattering. There's lots of spells that whiz by the train. But since the village isn't terribly big, you're there and you're gone. If you were on horse, I would say you're getting into a fight. If you're on foot, I'm like, you're getting into a fight. If you're on a train, you're moving too fast. It's just, if you failed the roll, you would have gotten stuck and been forced to fight. So yeah, no. You carry on. That was day...
I wonder how many fools
1,
died trying
2,
to stop us.
3. Day 4. Oops. Hit the wrong. As you race away from the cultist village, you come upon some hills. And on those hills, oops, uh-oh. They disappear. They're vanishing.
Brigadoon.
Layer did I put you on? There. Map layer. Yes. Bottom map layer. Thank you. There. As you start going up this hill, cue music, you notice that the air is quite strange. And let's see. How strange you say? I'm glad you asked.
How strange was it?
I assume with a 4 on the D4, pretty freaking strange.
It was this big.
If you ever stepped on a D4, you'd know.
Yeah. How much damage do you take? It's a D4. I take 4. Why? It's a Caltrop.
Yeah, all 4. I took them all.
As the ley line starts taking you in between the hills, normally when you go over the ley lines, they do tend to follow. They tend to wind their way between hills. They don't generally go over crest and down. Sometimes they do. In this case, they are kind of nestling down, and you notice that the track starts. You all feel yourself pitching forward as the train is going down, down, down. You're almost at like a 45-degree down angle. And down below, hidden between in the shadows of these hills, you see, as if the very fabric of the world was worn through, the ley line seeming to lead into a great purplish void, a mist. And as you're going down, you can see that from across the valley, you can see some of the rail tracks going up at a 45-degree angle. That's on the other side of this valley that's shrouded in this voidish purplish mist.
I would like to lean forward to our conductor and just casually, maybe we don't want to just plow through this one. What do you think?
Seven is already like she's kind of strapped herself to her chair. It's just rare. She almost never wears her seatbelt.
Right.
I will strap myself in following Seven's lead.
You're going to try to drive through it?
What?
This looks like a whispering ruin to me.
Well, gang, what do you think?
What, do you want
Didn't
to
we
explore this on foot?
Well, I mean, didn't this look like the kind of things that we saw in those areas where reality was all messed up? Like the glitches or whatever they were called?
Yeah,
This is sort of like that, right?
I suppose.
I mean, I feel like risking the train in there might be, I mean, it's your train, but I feel like that's a huge risk, trying to drive it right in.
Brinius and Vibius look back to Zevin because they trust the person at the controls.
Yeah, I don't want to wreck my train, and we have camouflage on, so we may be able to leave it alone.
That's a good call. Yeah, we'll just like park the train somewhere off to the side, and
Aether looks incredibly relieved as she announces that she's not going to drive right
So,
into the.
so do you
Oh.
like park it there on that 45-degree down angle, or do you like go back up until you're level again?
We're parking it up top so it doesn't like slide.
Darn, I
Surely
wanted the
it
train
has
to
to be
follow
worth-
you guys.
Surely it has an emergency brake.
Yeah, but most trains aren't designed to sit on brakes at a 45-degree
No,
down.
Definitely not. That's true.
That's how brakes break.
Right. Definitely
Oh.
true.
So you park the train atop one of the hills. See the great mist below as you all step off.
I'm going to consult the map and see what the map calls this portal.
It doesn't.
It doesn't have anything for it at all. No feature on the map.
No, it looks like hills.
oh, wondrous! It's not on the map.
That means it's probably a whispering ruin. Right?
Well, I suppose. Seven. Let's see if that V18 can cut through any of this darkness.
Oh, good point.
And as you all plan and plot, as you peer into the vast void below, with the hollow, camouflaged train behind you, skies dark and gray, one must remember that all manner of things in these woods and in these lands and swamps hunt for you, and that a village not too far from you, about a day's walk, may learn of where you are. Further, it seems that time beginning to run out.
Yup.
I need some clocks. We're about to move.
Oh, hot damn.
So, that'll be all for now. For all of you watching, thank you very much for watching. For those of you playing, thank you very much for playing. And we'll see how them staring into a hole in the world will go next time. Have a good one. Bye.
Hey.
Bye, everyone.
Yep.
Well, that fight could have gone a lot worse. Well, that was either a very easy fight, because they started at crisis HP. Your crisis HP. So they're at half your HP.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
it's like, as long as you hit them fast and do a lot of damage, they'll be okay. I probably should have damaged you guys, honestly, instead of healing. But I was like, I'll try to heal, because that's something she does. But doing damage to all of you would have wiped out all the clones and stuff, so, oh well. Still, hooray. Victory.